All right, good morning in the Americas, good evening in Asia, good afternoon in Europe, and exactly 4 p.m. here in Nairobi. Time for Citizen TV Briefs. My name is Jamie Mbogo. Let's get you informed on some of the stories making headlines across the country. Now, President William Ruto has urged Kenyans to turn up in large numbers and rally behind the national women's football team, the Harambee Starlets, as they face Gambia in the Africa Women's Cup of Nations qualifiers later today. Speaking while receiving the English Premier League trophy, which is on a tour of Kenya, the president encouraged fans to support Starlets with the same energy they showed up for the men's team during the CHAN competition in August. A passionate Arsenal supporter, Ruto thanked the EPL for recognizing Kenya as a footballing nation and paid tribute to the late former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, also a fellow Ghana's fan.
Crazy feeling around football and Premier League. I spoke this morning with our team, the Starlets. And I want to ask again, as I did this morning, ask Kenyan wherever they are, let us show up. They will be competing against Gambia, but I believe that we have what it takes to carry the day. So, kila mmoja wetu, wherever you are, tujitokeze pale kwa stadium. As many of you know, I'm a proud Arsenal fan. We've had our own share of heartbreaks and near misses. But if you have been watching Gully, then you know the style, the swagger, the spirit. It's all coming alive again. So to our friends in the EPL and across Europe, watch out. Arsenal is back.
But is it though? Anyway, moving on. More than 1.1 million candidates across the country held rehearsals on Friday for the Education Assessment. The assessment, which is set to begin on Monday morning, will pave way for the first cohort of grade 9 learners to transition to senior school, marking an important milestone in the implementation of the competency-based education. NEC will also administer the Kenya Primary School Education Assessment, that is KPSEA, to over 1.2 million candidates beginning Monday. Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Ogamba has affirmed that proper measures have been put in place to avert any logistical and malpractices.
The syllabus was completed way back in term 2, and therefore we have we trust in these learners that they are going to emerge the best.
And we believe that most of them will be placed in good schools, national schools, extra county school, and even county schools.
Trying to ensure that there is no irregularity, there is no cheating. We will be going round for monitoring. NEC has also deployed quite a number of officers.
And all the very best to all the candidates. Now, moving on, Kiharu Member of Parliament Ndindi Nyoro has criticized the government over the ongoing lecturer strike that began in September, urging authorities to treat the matter with the urgency it deserves. The former National Assembly budget said the government should honor the collective bargaining agreements signed with the lecturers to restore normal learning. Nyoro also accused the government of defunding the education sector, warning that such actions have triggered the wave of strikes in public universities.
And it seems the government has totally abdicated its duty, because we do not see the urgency on the side of government when it comes to handling the strike that is carrying in our universities. And it is very appalling. And to make the matter worse, we have seen in the recent past that the government has now started threatening UASU and KUDHEIHA. Yet what they are asking for is the government to honor what the government has already signed in the past. And we are demanding and asking. The money that the lecturers are requesting and the members of is 7.9 billion Kenya shillings, which is covering up for several years.
Now, trade unions and civil society organizations are urging the government to stop the privatization of essential public services such as water, energy and waste management, saying it threatens access, that is affordability and workers' rights. The group said privatization has led to high cost, poor service delivery and job insecurity for workers. And civil society are asking the government to strengthen public ownership, ensure fair access to services for all Kenyans and protect workers' rights and employment conditions. The statement was signed by the Kenya County Government Workers Union, the Union of Kenya Civil Servants, the Kenya Electrical Trade and Allied Workers Union and some civil society groups.
We, the undersigned trade unions and civil society organizations, stand in firm solidarity to defend the public essential services under water, energy and waste management, which are foundational to human dignity, gender equality and social justice. Privatization of these services has consistently led to exclusion, unaffordable tariffs, deteriorating service quality and erosion of labor rights. Women, informal workers and low-income communities bear disproportionate brunt of these failures through increased cost of living, reduced access, and greater unpaid care burdens.
Yetu ya kwanza ni tunataka hiyo iweze kusimamishwa. Hata ingawa kwamba serikali imeweza kusign privatization bill, lakini nataka kwamba haya yote ambayo yanahusiana na zile huduma muhimu kama vile maji, stima na vile pia jinsi taka iweze kusimamishwa na iweze kurudishwa kwenye municipal ama zile county government, hiyo ni kazi yao kuhakikisha kwamba kila kitu kinafanyika kwa njia mzuri. Ya pili, tunataka kuhakikisha kwamba zile huduma za stima, maji na pia kuzoa taka zinabaki kwa mikono ya serikali na pia serikali zetu za county.
Now, the national verification exercise for youth applicants under the National Youth Opportunities Towards Advancement Nyota project is currently ongoing. The day-long process is supervised by all principal secretaries, elected leaders, national government administrative officers, and the Nyota project implementation team in all constituencies. Under the business support component, a total of 100,000 youth entrepreneurs will receive entrepreneurship training, mentorship, and startup grants of 50,000 shillings each and grow their businesses. According to the Principal Secretary for Cooperatives MSME Development, Susan Mangeni, the World Bank-funded initiative aims to transform the lives of vulnerable young Kenyans by creating employment opportunities, enhancing income generation, and promoting savings. A section of Wiper Patriotic Front leaders have criticized President William Ruto, accusing him of consistently disrespecting the Kamba community. Speaking in Machakos during the unveiling of Anthony Kisoi as the party's candidate for the upcoming North Ward by-election, the leaders say that the Kamba community has endured ridicule and marginalization in silence for too long. The leaders emphasized that the Mumbuni North by-election scheduled for 27th November will serve as a litmus test for Kalonzo's prospect in the 2027 general election.
Tarehe ile inafika mwezi wa 9 mwaka wa 2027, ukaenda kwa ballot upate Kalonzo Musyoka na William Ruto, utachagua nani?
Kuna kashida kidogo. Ukiangalia the tally of those who are now registering as voters iko chini across the whole country. Sijui ni watu wamechoka ama kuna nini. Nawaomba Kwa heshima tuamke sisi wote tuende tuchukue voters card.
And away from that, now Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, Musalia Mudavadi, has urged African countries to take charge of their innovation and research agenda with a strong focus on empowering the youth to drive the continent's transformation. Speaking during the 44th graduation ceremony of the Catholic University of Eastern Africa in Karen, Mudavadi said Africa's sustainable growth depends on its ability to nurture a new generation of innovators, researchers and leaders rooted in integrity and driven by purpose.
To maintaining world-class standards in university education through the Commission for University Education, while challenges persist, ranging from ensuring institutional sustainability to preparing graduates who are job-ready and entrepreneurial. The government continues to strengthen policies that uphold excellence and relevance in higher education. The government will continue to implement education reforms, expand infrastructure in learning institutions, and strengthen linkages between industry and academia to enhance access and quality at all levels, including university education.
And to some good news, where doctors in Kiambu County have called off a 5-month strike after KMPDU and the county government reached an agreement mediated by the Council of Governors. Now, the county agreed to pay salary for the strike during with 1 month's salary and the October salary to be disbursed immediately with the outstanding salary to be cleared in installments. The meeting was chaired by COG Whip and Tharaka Nithi Governor Muthomi Njuki, Health Committee Chairman Mombasa Governor Abdulswamad Nasir, attended by Kiambu Governor Kimani Wamatangi and KMPDU officials.
We call upon the county government and the unions to embrace dialogue to ensure that the contentious issues are resolved at the soonest time possible, so that the service delivery in the health sector is uninterrupted.
I want to say that the strike that began on 26th of May 2025, that has now gone for over 150 days, is hereby called off. Strike. I am so certain that not all doctors are within the locality, and therefore we are asking the doctors that, given that it is weekend, they start traveling back and be resuming their jobs on Monday.
We need to ensure that politics stay out of our hospital wards, politics stay out of our operating theaters, politics stay out of anything that is talking about the lives of Kenyans.
There were stories about 136 babies dying, which is a fake, a very big fake. The owners of the data are here. You know, the Council of Governors keeps records. Kiambu County, as I've said before, is one of the counties that was cited at the United Nations General, the 80th session in New York.
All right, some good news there, and we hope that come Monday, the things at Kiambu Hospital will be very different. And of course, that's all we have for you on Citizen TV Briefs at this hour. More details will be coming your way later on at 7 and at 9 p.m. Of course, with an update on how Harambee Starlets will have performed by then. It is just 13 minutes into the game. Thank you for watching. Do have a lovely weekend. My name is Jimmy Mbogo.